Hi there, my name is Dawn Riddler and I'm going to talk briefly about the difference between multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes. If you've ever worked in a corporate environment, you're quite familiar with the usual corporate hierarchical structure where you get the CEO at the top, you'll get middle management, and then you'll get the minions at the bottom. And it's all a numbers game. There can only be one CEO and maybe 10 or 15 board members, a few more senior management and even more middle management, but most of the people are at the bottom, the workers, the drones, the worker bees, all at the bottom of the structure. Now this pyramid hierarchical structure has been in business well over a century, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's just unfortunate that the word pyramid is now associated with pyramid schemes, and this has been exacerbated by the fact that some of these pyramid schemes, which are pure and simple scams, have been using multi-level marketing techniques in order to perpetuate their scams. So let's look at a pyramid scheme. It's usually something that is dreamt up by one or maybe a group of people. And the sole intent is to get as much money out of as many prospective clients, that they call them, investors, really at the end of the day victims, as they can before closing up shop, and that's the last you ever see of them. So they may or may not have a product. Back in the 80s there was a well-known pyramid scheme that was based on fermented milk or it's supposed to be a face product. But today a lot of the pyramid schemes are internet based, and so the product is even more intangible. It is maybe a website design or coaching or something along those lines. Sometimes pyramid schemes, are under the guise of a franchise. But bottom line, the only way that a pyramid scheme makes money is to recruit people underneath them, and those people have to pay an investment to join the scheme. It's a permission to play, and that permission to play usually gives you nothing or very little, and can run into the thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of rand, if they can pull it off. So bottom line, let's have a look at what an MLM company has that a pyramid scheme does not have. The first thing to look at is the product. Is there a real product there, and does that product have value? In the case of Forever, for example, that's a very easy answer to come to. There is a product. The product has been in place for 40 years. This is not something that has been pulled out of the internet or cyberspace, or a product that has been made up in somebody's back room. There is a product involved. Secondly, what kind of investment do you have to make in order to be able to join this business? And I'm talking about investment that doesn't have product attached to it. Obviously, with Forever, in order to become a business owner, you have to buy product. That's no different to what happens in any retail company. You can't run a retail company without product, and so with Forever you have to buy the product in order to be able to sell it. In a pyramid scheme, you usually have to pay an investment, which is just a permission to play. It'll give you nothing other than maybe a website or access to certain material, but it might give you access to making apps or something along those lines. But really, there's nothing that you get for that investment. The third thing to look at is whether or not the business stands on its own 2 feet, or whether you actually have to recruit people in order for that business to be viable. This is the biggest difference between a pyramid scheme and multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing, you should be able to run the business purely on the product, nothing else. If you decide to build a team and you get a certain percentage of sales what they make, that's great. That's how you rise up in the ranks. No different from rising up the ranks in a corporate environment. That you have decided that you want to promote yourself, and the way to promote yourself is quite clear. Now, in a pyramid scheme, there is none of that. The only way that you can make money is to recruit people underneath you, to get more suckers underneath you. They pay you the recruitment fee, and of course your upline take chunks of that recruitment fee, which is why it's called a pyramid scheme. Now, pyramid schemes die hard and they die fast. So whenever it comes to deciding whether something is a scam or it's actually a viable business opportunity, is how long has it been in business, and how can I make money from it? And please show me people who have made money from the product without any recruitment. That is one of the big differentiators between the two. Multi-level marketing is here to stay. It has been around for decades, with mixed success, and some of it very good success. Obviously, the Tupperwares, the Avons, these sort of multi-level marketing been around for decades and are still here and have quality products. So as long as a company has been around for a while, its products have been around for a while, you know that you're actually not dealing with a pyramid scheme or scam for that matter. One of the other things too that will differentiate a multi-level marketing product from a pyramid scheme product is whether or not there are any kind of money back guarantees on the product. Believe me, a pyramid scam is never going to give you a guaranteed money back, or they may guarantee the money back, but when you actually try to make good on that guarantee, you obviously get nowhere. It's not unlike Ponzi schemes, which is another form of a pyramid scheme, but it's usually perpetuated in the investment field. So, in a nutshell, that's what you need to look for. Is it a well-established company? Can you make money from it, from the product alone, without any recruitment? How much do you have to pay as just permission to play, not in return for quality products? And is there any kind of support system behind the product? A decent multi-level marketing company will give proper training and support and marketing support and all of those kind of things behind them. Fly-by-night MLMs, and there are plenty of them, will probably try and take a franchise fee. They usually call it a franchise fee, which is just a permission to play. But you won't be getting the ongoing training, the product training, and not only that, the training on how to run your business, how to find customers, all of those soft things that make a business successful. Well, I hope that helped. Bye.